Hello and welcome to jkkmobile.com. It's time for full review of the Fujitsu U1010/Lux UB50/U820. So let's start ahead. First I want to show you some other devices with it, because this one is small. You can see my hand over there, so it's small. It's 5.6 inch screen UMPC. So let's compare it to the other small stuff. So here is EPC 900 with the 8.9 inch screen, and as you can see, it's really small compared to that. Let's open the EPC so you get a little more view of it. So this one is small. It's really small. There are other small devices here. I want to show you Everon Note with it. So if we put them like this, you can see the Everon Note is wider as it has the 7 inch screen. Fujitsu is a little bit deeper, like maybe 15 mils, 20 mils deeper, and about the same in height. So we are talking about really small device. This is a UMPC, not a netbook. So we are talking about UMPC prices, and we are talking about the high-end quality stuff inside it and so on. But let's first start with the ports we have here. We have ports for microphone and headset. We have SD card slot. We have one USB port, just one, but as it has the port replicator, which I will be showing soon, it's not a problem. We have a Kensington lock. We have a volume up and down, which is really nice. I really love the hardware volume set, but as this device doesn't have that good audio quality, it's always at the fullest. Then we have the port for port replicator, some cooling vents. Then we have the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on off. We have the slot for CF card, the power plug, the power switch, and on the screen side and up here we have a mouse button left and right. The speaker, this is the audio quality I'm talking. This is really small speaker. Then we have a programmable keys 1, 2 and 3. Then we have the mouse, which is good for thumb use, really nice to use. Then we have 3 more programmable buttons. This is for the keyboard light, which is not good. It's not good for what it's supposed to be. And this brings up the on-screen keyboard, and this is for rotation. It has auto rotation, which I will be showing soon, so you don't really need that. And then Control Del, fingerprint reader, stylus pen. It's a really small and light pen, but it can be used. And then a webcam, which is okay for video conferencing and such. So a lot of stuff on a small computer. Then let's check out the keyboard. The keyboard is small. It's really small, and you don't get all the keys on right places. The first thing I noticed was the tab being over here, up in here, which is not that nice, but actually I learned that quite fastly. The second was the dot key over here. Again, it took some time to learn, but after that it was okay. The keyboard is really small. I was first thinking I could thumb type on it, but as I actually used it for that, I got too many mistakes. So it's not that good for thumb typing, but if you hold the device like this in one hand and then just tap with one finger, if you're doing some fast stuff, it's okay for that. And of course on a table with one finger per hand. It's okay. So let's fire it up. This is 5.6 inch touchscreen device with a super high resolution 1280 by 800, and that's high on such a small screen. It has a high glare, but the glare actually is helping it on outside, so I have a small clip here for my outside use. It works outside in sunlight. Okay, testing little Fujitsu here on the outside in sunlight. I'm actually here in Helsinki Harbor having a coffee, and hopefully you can see on the video the screen is fully viewable on the sunlight, but the glare makes it kind of hard to actually show it on a video, so I'm not sure how it looks, but it works. I can easily use it here on the sunlight. Hopefully you can see that on the video too. Okay, then talking about the other hardware here, we have 1.6 gigahertz ADOM Silverthorne, which means it has the Pulse Bow chipset graphics, and currently the drivers for that are not that good. So let me show you. Let's play 720p video file here, and it's lagging. You can also hear how good the speakers are, so you can barely hear it, so not good. So for videos, this is not the device right now, as it's not that capable, even struggling some flash videos on full screen, so the drivers still are not there. I hate to say that even this is a more high-end device, as cheap netbooks. Actually, cheap netbooks have, with the current drivers, have better performance than this. But 1.6 gigahertz CPU is strong enough to use Vista nicely. So let's do some file opening just for you to see. Let's open Skype on the background. Let's open some Welcome Center. Let's open Notepad. Let's open browser. So 1.6 is okay for Vista. The devices I've been using with 1.3 gigahertz are not nearly as good. Let's go to Mobility Center. I put the brightness a bit down so you can see better, hopefully. So control panel up, Welcome Center. The Welcome Center especially is something popping up on the first start. So Skype, browser. The Mobility Center is something I'm keeping on the background all the time, because actually that's the fastest way to adjust the display settings and so on. So especially for display, display brightness, I'm using it quite often. It's faster than bringing up the Fujitsu menu. So now I'm showing you the Fujitsu menu, so I'm double clicking on FN key here and then waiting. And this is a really stupid thing on a software side. They are using a really slow to start software for fastly accessing some stuff, so I would really hope Fujitsu would do a better job on that. So as you can see, it took quite a long time. But now as it's open, let's check what we have here. So we have the tablet PC input, which actually is quite nice. For such a small screen, I can easily use my finger on that too when I'm on UMPC mode, which I want to show you immediately. So when let's go back a bit more with the cam. So when I turn the screen like this, I'm on UMPC mode. So then as you could see, it auto rotates, so then I can easily use the on-screen keyboard for typing. So it's good for that. Other than that, I don't really use it, and I don't do handwriting, so I don't use other features on that. You can do handwriting on this, but as it's soft touch, it's not really good on that, but it's possible, it's working. Okay, let's go back home. Other stuff on the Fujitsu menu, it's programmable, so you can actually switch the settings, but it has control panel, Fujitsu tablet settings, so you can control different environments on settings. Also pen and input device options and flicks and so on, so everything on Vista works fine. Sound, as you know, there is no sound. Power options are nice to use sometimes, as on the balanced mode the CPU is running from 800 to 1.6, and on power saver it always keeps itself on the 800, and on high performance it always keeps itself on 1.6, so you can actually quite easily adjust those. Then we have brightness, fullest and lowest, and that would be a fast way to use it if the menu itself was a bit faster to load. And then we have the FM transmitter here. So this device has FM transmitter inside it, and that's good for especially on car use, because you can stream your audio if you're playing music on it or using GPS software or something like that. You can stream it to your car stereo, and this is actually a stereo transmitter, so the audio quality was fine for me. So that's something I haven't seen in any other computer. I actually liked it very much. Okay, let's close the slow menu. And then let's talk about Skype, because I've been now using the Skype quite heavily on this device, and I'm really liking it. It's giving me a good reception, or good quality on voice, and also for video. I don't use video Skype that much, but for Skype calls this is perfectly capable. The 1.33 Silverthorne was a bit weak sometimes, also compared to old Celeron devices. There sometimes have a lag on the conversations and so on, but this one has been working nicely, especially as it's so light. It's so nice for Skype use, especially with the headset, with Bluetooth headset or wired headset. It's really good for that. Let's put the cloud Skype down. Let's stop the transmitter. Actually, I left it on. Okay. So what else? I've been now using this mostly on the browser-based stuff, and as you can see, I did a video about my settings, so you might want to search on my site sekikemobile.com. I've been using the Firefox 3 browser. Actually, this is the beta version of the 3.1, but anyway, and I've set all my stuff on one row. So there is the file menus, then there is the location bar, and then the buttons with the text. So that brings the buttons big enough to actually use it with finger. I could use the stylus, but actually I like using my finger. So now, as the buttons are actually as big as my fingertip, it's really easy to use. I have a new tab button there also, and that way I can easily select stuff on the new tab, and then browse web pages nicely. As you can see, the performance wise, this is really good for that. And then I have the tab close button too, so it's nice to do some modification on the browser to get more to use it more easily, because the resolution is big on this device. You may also notice that actually, let's go to back to Engadget. Actually, I'm using another feature on Firefox to make the site look bigger. Let's put it now on normal view. So normally Engadget would look this small. Hopefully you can see it. Let's try to make you see this small on this screen. So the text is very readable, but I've set a button to zoom it. So just by pressing a few times I can bring it as big as I want, and then by pressing and holding it goes back smaller. So it's a good feature on Firefox. That's why I'm using it, because it remembers the zoom setting I'm using, and because this is a high resolution screen, it doesn't look bad even on zoomed view. So that's a really good thing. Firefox is a must-have on this device. Okay, so then a little bit more on the specialties on this device, because this is in my mind, this is really the UMPC on its finest, as it has so many ways to use it. It has the laptop mode, it has the thumb typing mode, the one finger mode with a screen, so you can actually nicely use it. Sorry, I'll try to show you more like this. So you can really easily use it also like this, holding one hand, using the screen and the keyboard. As it's so light, it's only 600 grams, so this is light, and you really can do stuff with it like this or like this with a mouse on the thumb and mouse buttons under another thumb. Really, again, nice. But then by rotating it, you get the what I call UMPC mode, and then again you have the mouse here, the mouse functions turned with the screen, and of course the touch screen. So again, it's nice to use that for just some casual browsing or stuff like that. And then when you need to input some small text, just press the button and then go. So like UMPC portal there. It's really okay for that. I don't use the on-screen keyboard for anything else, but on this kind of way it's good. Okay, so multifunction use, multiple ways to do stuff, and actually, as that's one of the best things about this device, it's also one of the worst things of this device, because it takes some time to actually learn and feel the ways you want to do, because you can do stuff so many different ways. It takes time to learn which way you like, and especially in which situations. So you might be doing something on the table but still want to grab it to your hand, so you need to decide, are you using it like on the laptop mode or UMPC mode or whatever. Do you want to use the touch screen? Should I use the mouse now? And so on and so on. But I've learned to really use it, and I must say I'm liking it. This, especially, it's kind of feeling of the high tech, same time as sometimes struggling with the usability, because it's small. It's not like a desktop or big laptop. You have to learn to live with that, and you can't do all the stuff you want as easily as you want. So in that sense, that's the best and the worst thing about this device. Then I want to show you something. Let's go to let's go back to the desktop, because I want to fire up the performance monitor, and because as I'm talking about high tech, I want to show you how high tech that is. So right now we are connected with Wi-Fi, and all the stuff is functional. I haven't done any kind of tweaking on operating system. Everything is as it is. Vista Home Premium on it, and we are right now averaging 6.2 watts. This is using now 6.2 watts. So I will leave this on now to check how it's using the power while we are doing stuff. So right now it has 68% battery life and 2 hours 39 minutes remaining. So I'm getting 3 hours on this, but you can get even more, as this is really efficient on use Vista. On Vista especially, it brings the CPU and other stuff down really fastly when you don't use them. So let's check more soon. Let's now do some browsing just to use the battery so that we get some readings. And let's go to control panel 2. Let's check some stuff over there just for fun to make it use the battery. Actually, hey, I want to show you the performance information, as this is actually the best performing UMPC on a Vista scale. So check out this. Oh, sorry, wrong way. It has Vista score of 3.1, and I've never seen that on ADAM based or Celeron or Steely based device. So in that sense, this should perform really nicely. It has especially the graphics power is 5.9 and 3G power is 3. So in that sense, this should performance way better it's doing. So the score might be a bit high for the actual performance, but anyway, it's looking good on the charts here. Let's do some browsing. I'm showing you the YouTube performance now. Let's check this out. I want to open this in YouTube, so let's close. Okay, let's put it on high quality. So now on high quality mode on YouTube site itself, it plays really nicely. Let's do the full screen. And right now it's playing, and now with the new drivers it's playing better than it used to, but it's still a bit laggy. Not laggy, but a bit like frame by frame. So not as good as on a netbook ADAM, but on the non full screen mode it's performing nicely. Okay, let's go home and let's check now how much battery we have been using. So we have averaged 6.8 watts right now. We're right now using 5.6 as we stopped the YouTube, and the minimum we have been using is 3.3 watts and the maximum 9.3. So this device is using only 3.3 watts with everything on. We have Wi-Fi on, we have been browsing, we have been using the CPU and so on, and just 3.3 watts. That's something really cool. And the top on that kind of use is 9.3 watts now, the maximum. So in that scale it has 21 watt battery. This could be using, if we would be using it flat all the time, it would be 2 hours battery life, but as we are averaging 6 watts, it would be like what was it, like 3.5 hours. So for battery life, for engineering on this device, it's really good. The 1.33 gigahertz ADAM devices have been testing, they don't get this good low meters on like a Coyinsa SX3 and a C3. They don't go this low. This is really nicely done on that scale, and it has a big hard drive on it, so with SSD it could be even lower. Okay, that's for the battery life. I will actually post this picture of the battery use on my site, so you can check it out there. Then, as I promised, I'll show you the port replicator. It's looking like this. So it has power, Ethernet, VGA out, 3 USB ports there and 1 USB port there, and you use it like this. So when I showed this first time on a live session, people didn't like it, as they thought you can't really use it on that, but actually, as it's supposed to be used with the external screen and keyboard and so on, it's really useful, and it brings the monitor up, so you can actually do some small stuff on a keyboard too, like this. So, and it doesn't take much room on a table. So in that sense, I actually think this way is a better way than doing some kind of flat table replicator. Another thing we have here is the bigger battery. So this is the 4-cell battery. I'm using the 2-cell battery all the time because as it's small device, I want to keep it small. So if I was buying one now, I think I would buy 2 sets of the small battery and not one big and one small. At Konix.net, where this is from, they are selling with different options, so you can buy either small or big. Let me show you how it looks. So I'm putting the power on so it doesn't shut down the device. Let's take that away and let's put the big one in. Okay, so the big one extends quite a bit, but it's still quite light, still pretty much useful. And you can actually grab nicely from the back if you want. But still, I hate to make a device bigger as it is, so I prefer the small battery. Let's put that back. And as you can see, you can change it on the fly if you have the power connected. Okay. So, in overall, super mini UMPC with tens of different ways to use it, tens of different features and small things that I think matter on the use. So, like the shape of the device itself, you have nice room for your thumbs here, so when you're holding it, you don't accidentally press the buttons like I did now. And the nice knob on the mouse, it's really useful mouse, not something like a joystick like some other devices. In many sense, this has a really good design. There are not annoying things. One thing that annoys me a bit on the quality side is that this part over here is more plastic-like than the other parts. It makes little sound when you are turning the screens, which I don't like, but it's not that bad. The quality of the hinge feels good. I can feel that it has some kind of like bumpers on it, so it's not fully solid, but I think it's better for use that it bends a bit so you don't break it, but it feels sturdy still. It's when you're using the touch, it bends, but it doesn't like flip down like some other devices. So build quality wise, the feeling, the gadget feeling on this device is really high. I really enjoy using it, even when I'm trying to use it on the scenarios that I shouldn't be using this small device. I want to use it as it really, and it even fits inside of my jacket pocket, which is kind of cool. It's not, well, I would say I can squeeze it there and keep it there, but not really pocketable in that sense. So I should be getting the iGo Mid soon, actually today. So I will compare that as a pocketable device soon too. In many ways, I really like this device. If I didn't have all these other devices, I must say that this might be something I would really start to use a lot. Of course, Vista on a mobile computer always, in my mind, is not that good, as Vista has its own mind on many things. But On I would say even with Vista, the performance-wise, the feeling, the usability, everything has been okay for me. I was first really afraid of the high resolution on small screen, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it much. And about Vista is working fine on it, but I'm also testing it with XP, so I will do the XP video soon for you to see how is XP on it. Of course, the drivers are still not ready for that either, so there are some problems, but Vista is okay on the. So in many ways, really nice device, really multiple usages. I love it. I just love it in many ways, as a technical point of view, as a usability and so on. So you might check Conix.net for yours if you want. This is quite expensive, but I think the technology inside it is worth it. That was JKKMobile.com. Next time something else. Bye.